A New York jury has found former President Donald Trump's organization guilty on 17 counts of tax fraud and other financial crimes. Prosecutors say for 15 years, executives of the family business leaned on the Trump organization to evade income taxes on rent, private school tuition, and luxury cars. All of this happening as several other investigations continue to loom over the former president. For more, let's bring in ABC News investigative reporter Aaron Katersky, along with Kim Wehle, ABC News legal contributor and law professor at American University. So, Aaron, let's just talk about the key evidence that was actually found against Trump's organization here that led to the guilty verdict.
It was a lot of accounting minutia, Kira. Not easy for the jury to sift through general ledgers and W-2s. But in the end, it was really the criminal conduct of Alan Weisselberg, the former chief financial officer, and other top Trump organization executives who had, in Weisselberg's case, pleaded guilty to committing tax fraud. And the prosecutors successfully convinced the jury that the company was liable for the criminal conduct of its top executives.
So, Kimberly, Trump organization attorneys swiftly responded, of course, to the guilty verdict, saying that they would appeal. Is there any merit to their defense here?
Well, they will comb through the record and they will file an appeal. It's an appeal as of right. Every loser in a case like this gets the opportunity. And I think one of the big issues, as Aaron indicated, are three words in the statute: in behalf of. Was there sufficient evidence that what Weisselberg and others did was actually in behalf of the Trump organization and not for them personally? The judge and the lawyers kind of sort of jockeyed around those three words. And I think the argument will be that it was either, wrongly explained to the jury, or the jury misunderstood, or there wasn't enough evidence there. Appeals could last months, if not years. We won't know if they'll succeed on appeal, but they'll take their shot.
All right, let's pivot for a sec here. The January 6th committee, Aaron, indicating it may make criminal referrals to the Department of Justice if there is anything that leads you to believe that Trump would be on top of their list.
Well, sure. And we know the Justice Department is already investigating Trump and others for their roles on January 6th. They don't need a referral from members of Congress, although the members of Congress, especially the Democrats, may want the sort of drama of giving a criminal referral. But the investigation is well underway, and undoubtedly the new special counsel who's overseeing the investigation is well aware of what the January 6th committee has found.
Also, Aaron, we're learning that a federal appeals court heard arguments that Trump is not entitled to the immunity if he's seeking regarding his alleged involvement leading up to January 6th. So what can you tell us about that?
This is a lawsuit filed by 11 members of Congress, all Democrats, and 2 Capitol Police officers who accuse Trump of violating the Ku Klux Klan Act that ensures the safety of federal officials. And Trump had said that he is immune as civil litigation and said that his speech on the ellipse preceding the attack at the Capitol was part of his official duties. And the appellate judges really questioned his attorney on that today during oral argument. They wanted to know what work was he doing when he was telling people to fight like hell or they wouldn't have a country anymore. And of course, the attorney for the members of Congress said that Trump is not entitled to any immunity because he incited some of the violence.
Finally, Kimberly, what argument would Trump's team need to make in order to be granted immunity, or is that option not even on the table?
Well, absolute immunity, as Aaron indicates, all kinds of government actors, judges, to some degree, members of Congress, presidents, if they're doing their job, we don't want them sued all over the place for acting as president. So I think it's a stretch to say here, if you're engaged in potentially criminal activity, that's within the scope. And I always go back to Richard Nixon, right? He tried to keep his Watergate tapes made in the Oval Office of the White House. A little bit different. It was an executive privilege claim. But in that case, unanimous Supreme Court said, no, grand jury gets it. The people have a right to know this stuff. Donald Trump was no more a king than Joe Biden, than any other United States president. I think sometimes he and his lawyers forget that basic truth.
Aaron, Kimberly, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.